Mitch Boyle is Triple Double Sports Cards, specializing in vintage basketball. Hopefully by now you know that. Vintage, yeah, it's 50s, 60s, 70s, I get that, but 80s is the true iconic measure of vintage basketball, at least in terms of value and popularity. Today, 86, 87 Fleer stickers, and again, finally I got them back. 29 graded from PSA, believe it or not, Michael Jordan stickers. You saw the picture on the intro to my YouTube video. So I'm super excited about that. Now, I do want to mention something. Actually, two things. One, please subscribe. I've been asking that. Please do that. On top of it, a like wouldn't hurt. And then ask questions. I love your comments too. That is really valuable. The other thing that I think is going to be interesting here is that I'm going to do a compare and contrast of just 8 of the 29 Michael Jordan cards. And here's the first one coming up. We'll hit share right there. And then first 2, I should say. And then what we're going to do at the end is I'm going to do what I call 3 sweet, not 3-peat, 3 sweet, ties in with Triple Double Sports Cards. And it's 3 sweet deals I got on eBay relative to some really popular cards right now. So please hang around for that. But first, here are the 8 stickers that I'm going to show and compare and contrast. So here we have a 9, which, as you know, is going for anywhere between 8 and 12 grand right now, and an 8, which is going anywhere from 2,500 to say almost 4,000 if it's in really good shape. But for the most part, they're going for around 3 grand. What is interesting here is you can see the difference. The 9 is really well centered. I don't know that there are too many issues. Corners, edges, surface, all fantastic. The centering on the 8 is off, certainly top to bottom. I think that's the issue. So yeah, there's an 8, there's a 9. Makes sense. I think that 8 would get the higher end of the 8 spectrum, if you will, and I'll price it as such when we open up our website coming in June for Triple Double Sports Cards. Let me move this just a tad so we don't get any glare, or at least less glare. All right. So here we have an 8 on the left and a 9. Now I want you to look closely here, because I think I could argue that that 8 certainly top to bottom is better centered. The color seems to be a little bit better. The corners are just as sharp, the edge is just as nice, the surface just as good. And there's a big difference between a 9 and an 8. So I could argue that I might want this 8 if I didn't know the grade versus that 9. And as I just mentioned, that's about an $8,000 difference. So this grading thing is interesting. I'm not sure what's going on over at PSA other than nobody's getting any grades back. Of course, not until July, unless you're willing to spend whatever that is, at least $500 to get something graded, or maybe it's even more. All right, so now we have a 6 and an 8. Same thing here. I'll move these over just a little bit, get a little bit of glare there. All right, so this 8, now remember the really nice 8 versus that 9? This got an 8 as well. I can promise you that that other 8 should be getting closer to probably $4,500, and this 8 probably shouldn't be getting more than $2,200. And this 6 should be getting more than that 8, given, again, centering. Now, I'm going to tell you, I sent these cards off. I looked at the corners. I looked at the edges. I made sure there weren't any stains or wax marks on the back. So for this to be a 6 on the left and an 8 on the right, struggling with that for sure. I'm not saying that the 8 is worth 3 grand. It's not. But that 6 is worth more than whatever 6s are going if they're going for 2 grand. And again, we're going to do the same thing here. This is the last of the 8 that I'm going to show you today, and then we'll do the 3 sweet. A 6 and a 3. Now look at that 6. I don't know why that didn't get an off center. I'll gladly take the 6, but that 3 should be a 6. I mean, look at how nicely centered that is, except for one thing. Of course, there was a printing issue, as you can see, and this does happen with these cards from time to time. I know it looks like a miscut. It is not. When I sent these out, I laid them back to back against one another, and they're all square. It was a printing issue, if you will. So I guess that's why they gave it a 3, though. So anyway, there you go. We had a couple of 9s. We had some 8s. All in all, out of the 29, did I get? The majority were 8s. I did get some 7s as well. But all in all, very, very happy with those 29 cards. So the next thing we're going to do, as we called it, and then I'm going to show you eBay prices of these cards recently. Sweet deals, 3 sweet deals. On the right, we've got the LeBron James Prisms Copper. It's numbered to 49, 2016. And it's a gem mint, and it's got a swatch, as you can see. The other card that, or at least I should say player, there's plenty of cards that are really popular, Steph Curry right now, considering what happened in April. This is his Tournament Titans rookie card, and it's gem mint. It does have a 10 for centering. So again, just remember those two cards, and then the three suite, the third of these three cards that I think I got a pretty sweet deal on. This is the Joel Embiid. Joel, as you know, was in the running for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year as well. This is Freshman Fabrics Prisms Gold card. This is number 6 out of 10. It does have a 10 for centering as well. So it's a really nice 9.5. I love this card. It's different than most. For some reason, these rookie cards, a lot of them didn't show the 76ers logo on the front of them, which I thought was odd. I don't know if there's some sort of licensing issue going on, but this one did. As a matter of fact, it shows it twice. So I just love this card a lot. All right, back to sharing. So let's go over to see the Steph Curry first of all. And the Steph Curry, which again is the draft editions, this is a rookie card. This one sold actually almost 2 months ago, 7 weeks ago. Middle of March for $230. That was actually the price for this best offer accepted. Given what he did in April, I think this card probably would go as a gem mid 9.5 from Beckett probably. And by the way, mine had a 10 on it as well. It would probably go for $350. Anyway, I bought it for $70, $71 back in February. So I was pretty excited about that. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Remember that LeBron card that we had there? It was a print run of 49. Same card, same year, same prism model, if you will, select copper, and again, numbered to 49. Here's one that back in February went for $1,800. Another one back in February went for $1,300. There's no recent sales of any of this stuff. It's for some reason or another. And I know LeBron's cards have gone down in value. Here is one though, that is not the same copper, if you will, but it is an 8 numbered to 49 with a patch for $385. So obviously we'd go for more than $385. Would it go for $1,800? I don't know. Would it go for $1,300? I don't know. It does have a swatch, does have the same grade. I bought the card for $305, so pretty happy about that. We'll see what it goes for when the website is up and running and I get the eBay store going in hopefully in June. So, all right, let's see if the icons will allow me to do some shifting here. And there we go. And lastly, let's look at this Joel Embiid. So here you go. We've got basically the same card here without a swatch. It's gold, it's prism. It's basically the same picture, although this one does not have the 76 logo on the short. Nor does it have a logo on the card itself. This card went for 38 grand. This one down here, without a swatch, but it is a 10, and the other one was a 10 as well, went for 11,500 back in the first part of February. So not really a good comparison yet, although we do have a 9.5 above here, but it's got an auto and a swatch. That makes it worth more, no doubt. Okay, so let's find something here that would be very similar. Here's one on March 12th. It's a month ago. I think Embiid, was he injured by then? I can't remember. In any event, this card went for, on a best offer accepted, for $4,000 even. Same 9.5. It has a 10 as well. No swatch though. So I don't know if that makes a difference or not. Maybe it doesn't. Same limitation in terms of number to 10. So the question is, what would my card go for right now? I don't know. Could go as low as 3 grand, could go as high as 10 or 5. Love to have your comments. The important part is I paid $246 for the card. So pretty excited about that. Now, it ain't all roses, folks. I went and bought a Luka card day before yesterday. It's the first part of May right now for $325, and I saw someone bought the same exact card as a Gem Mint 10 for $270. So I'm messing up from time to time, but pretty fun here. And I'm going to keep doing this, the 3 suite instead of the 3-peat deals from time to time, just to give you a sense for what's going on out there. And love your comments. Certainly, please subscribe. A like wouldn't hurt either. I really do appreciate that you're watching today. So again, Mitch Boyle, thanks so much for watching Triple Double Sports Cards.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game of push.
Yeah, when I find a girl, that makes my toes curl. Drive me insane and fly to the whole world. Make a man meditate, skip, jump, levitate, paralyze, same time. I'm gonna call her fate. Cauliflower ear when the jealousy rears. I can't hear from the fear that she's got an idea. I'm a notch in the bedpost, insurance like geckos. A pet from the Petco, I cannot ever let go. Hold up, a little frame pin on the wall. She got a frame of mind saying I want it all. And when she goes home, never sleeps alone. But who am I to judge when that's how I roll? It always calls when she's back in town. It always stalls when I ask about if she's involved with another man. She says I'm not, I never am. Cause
she is a free girl, never pass up on the weak girl. Had too much to drink, girl. Taking what's hers in the free world. I said she is a free girl, not a big fan of a jeans girl. Brand new bed to sleep, girl. Taking what's hers in the free world. I ain't mad at it. Same girl since undergraduate.